Hey guys, I just got back from the mailbox and I have this wonderful box that just got to me from the Craftsman of Knowhere. So let's open it up, check it out. So I don't usually collect replica things. I have, a lot of production made, screen use, supernatural stuff. But when I got the car, I wanted to do like a props trunk that had stuff that people could play with, right? So I commissioned some props from the Craftsman of Knowhere, some supernatural props. And I got ones that were all not sharp. So the idea is we could put these in the trunk, and people could do like some photo shoots, kind of play with them. So let's check them out. This is box 1 of 2. So this is the first 4 things that I have coming from him. I've got a Dean's Crambit that is coming, as well as Death's first version sickle. What I think I'll do is I'll go ahead and unwrap these and we'll take a look at them after I get them unwrapped, because otherwise you're gonna just see me mess with shrink wrap for the next 10 minutes here. There we go. Here's a better way to check them out. So these are the 4 blades that I just got from the Craftsman of Knowhere, and let's review them. So I put on something a little bit more appropriate to talk about these blades here. So we're going to talk about the Angel Blade first. So the Angel Blade is modeled after what's called a rondelle dagger. Now the rondelle dagger came about, I believe, in the 1400s or so, and by the 1500s, every knight was carrying one of these as their sidearm. It has a triangular cross section, just like the Angel Blade, and the idea of this weapon is it was a backup weapon for punching through plate mail. If you got into knightly combat, you're using your big sword to try to hack through the other knight's mail, but if you lost your sword or you got in too close, you would draw this dagger and try to punch it through. So it is made to puncture. Now, for supernatural, what I like about the Angel Blade is, if you think about, the angels, my true form is as big as your Chrysler building, right? I think of what the entity of the angel would be just to be this big armored being, right? Same with the archangels and things like that. Now, the coolest Angel Blade that I have from the series is this one right here, the melted one. Bolt comes down, everybody, gets just zapped, and all that remains is this melted Angel Blade. I have that one, but I do have a number of Angel Blades from the show, like this one here, and same kind of thing, triangular cross section there. Now, previously, the best reproduction that I had seen is this one. I forget who makes this, but it's an aluminum one. So it's light, but you can tell just in terms of the size, it is way bigger than the ones that were used on the show. However, photographs pretty well. This one's pretty lightweight, but it's not what I would consider like a weapon. So let's check out the version from the Craftsman of Knowhere here. So first and foremost, holy bejesus, it is big, it's heavy. This is a big hunk of metal. Something that I was surprised about is I hadn't really given thought to the sheaths on these before. So I wasn't really, prepared for these. Are very, very nice quality. You can see the designs there. This one is a heavier leather. I'm pretty impressed with it. Holds its shape to the blade pretty well. And here is that Angel Blade. Very nice chrome finish. This has a good feel. In comparison to an actual, Angel Blade, couple differences. You can see the pommel, the shape is a little bit different. And then of course, the length. However, in terms of what's going to photograph and look better on camera, this is going to be something that shines way better. Here's that aluminum version. This is going to look much better in a picture. I'm very, very happy about these. I do not care whether or not they match to a screen used or a production made item from the show, because that's not the point of this. The point is to look good in photos, look good in the trunk of the Impala here. So this is very good. Heavy. Has a very heavy weight to it. I originally thought that I would hang this on my belt when I was doing cowboy action, but it might be just a little bit too heavy for that. It is just a great hunk of metal here. I really love this. This is to me, the standout. I wasn't sure what it was gonna look like, feel like, you know. I did get these, so they're sharp. It does come to a point here, right? So I could use it like a medieval rondelle, but I'm not gonna be able to hack you with it or anything like that. So relatively, you know, safe for people to do photos with. So that is the Angel Blade. Let's talk about the next one. And the next one, I can't show you anything from the show because I don't have anything from the show. And that is Dean's Machete. So Dean's Machete, when I got into prop collecting, and I did not watch Supernatural until it was all over. COVID hit and it was our COVID jam. We watched it all kind of straight through. We loved it. And then we started prop collecting immediately afterwards, which was good because it had just ended. You know, by the time I think we started right after the finale. That's when we you know, watched episode 1. So they were doing some of these end of studio shows and different things, and there was you know, props out and about. Now, if I got into it earlier, I could have picked stuff up, stuff from Lee, a lot earlier, and probably for a lot better prices than what I paid for some of the things I had. But that's okay. First auction I ever got into, one of the pieces they had was Dean's Machete. This is the version from the Craftsman of Knowhere right here. So this is what I'm talking about. At the time, I had done some prop collecting from movies and other things, and I had an idea of what I thought things would go for, and I put in what I figured was a realistic bid. It was not. I did not win it. I didn't pay attention to the auction, and I lost out on that one. I believe that was a Hero metal one. Since then, 2 stunt versions of this have come up, and I missed out on both of them because I got tapped out by something else. One auction, they had the Colt. I showed that off previously in a video. I really wanted the Colt. I'm big into cowboys, big into Supernatural. Got the Colt. Missed out on the Machete in that auction because of that. And I don't remember. I think the other one is I got Sam's sidearm or something like that, and I missed out on this. So I would love to own one of these from the show, but until then, this is a great recreation. You know immediately that this is Dean's Machete. Has a good look. The braiding, you know, on the handle here, the green cordage here, great. Feels good in hand. It's a little bit sharper than I thought it would be, which is okay. It's still like, you know, it's obviously, it's not razor sharp, it's not cutting me there, but it's sharp enough that I will probably file down the edge just a little bit, just so nobody hurts themselves when they're taking photos of my car and stuff, and so no one, you know, hopefully no one hits my car with any of this stuff here. So this is Dean's Machete. Again, great piece. This is Craftsman of Knowhere. The Craftsman of Knowhere, you can find him on Facebook. I will link in the description so you can check him out. He is great. He was a lot of fun to work with. Anytime you're doing a customized prop or you're commissioning something, you know, just expect, like, it takes a while. You know, that's the thing. We did not hit our original shipping estimate. One of the reasons is he got into a pretty bad car accident. Luckily, he's okay and doing his thing and everything. But you know, I would never commission something that I need on a certain time frame of anything. Like it's like when I'm ready, when I need these, it's just like, yeah, I want these. I've got the car. You know, whenever I get them, I get them. It is fine. So that way, you know, if you've got some kind of convention or some kind of thing, you know, either give a ton of lead time, you know, or just get them when you don't have something in mind. That's, I think, the best time to do commissions and things like that. And that's for anything, not just these. And then, you know, commission product, this is quality. This is great. You do pay for that. So he is not what I would consider crazy expensive, but this is not like a $20 machete that you could get at Walmart. This is a lot of work went into this, a lot of matching. I think this is one out of everything. Like this one, I think really hammers home. I think this is one of his best pieces. I like this one a lot. It looks great. I'm just like ready to you know, take out a vampire at the neck here. So this one, it came with a sheath. The sheath, and if you buy a machete sheaths like are not great to begin with. This is a pretty normal sheath, and this is, you know, I will rant and rave about the 3 other ones. I think they're great. This is, to me, just a machete sheath. I will probably not put it in the sheath, it would probably just be chilling right like that, because that's to me how that machete should be. But the sheath is a nice thing just for transporting it around and whatnot, but it's pretty just normal. Still, these again, this is another home run. Let's move on to the Archangel blade. Now the Archangel blade, I got a lot of my stuff off of the eBay auctions of Film Nerd. And he did have the last thing that he had up was the Archangel blade. And he had it up, and you know, it was the Hero one. It came in the box, whatnot, but the price tag on it was just more than I ever wanted commit, because it wasn't, you know, it was in one arc, right? It looks really cool, but it's not one that really spoke to me. Like the Cult had to have it, right? You know, there's certain things in the Bloodlines episode. There's this Freddy Krueger glove. Had to have it. Sorry, Sean. But I've got that. Like I love that. That's one of my favorites. It just, you know, I see that and I'm immediately like, This one I saw it, I'm like, it's cool, but it wasn't as cool as they were charging for it. So this is the Archangel blade. Again, Craftsman of Knowhere. And this one, man, this is just so cool. This twisted blade. This one, I think, since it is so much, just in comparison to the Angel blade, just in terms of size here, right? This one is a lot lighter. I think I might actually put this one on my cowboy action belt, just because it's so cool. And then on one of those rare stages where we have to use it, I think it would be really cool to pull this out. So this is really cool. Again, there's no sharpness here, sharp at the tip. And again, another one of these sheaths that, you know, you can see the tooling, the detail. It's a hard leather. It's got the stars for the riveting. It looks nice, you know. It's a well distressed, good looking leather. And this blade, the wrap on the handle, this is, I think, a vinyl. It feels really good. The pommel, I think, is good. This is just a great looking piece. This was one that I originally thought I didn't care about, because I was like, I don't necessarily need that in the trunk of the Impala. But when it has showed up, I was like, oh man, I'm really glad that I got that one. It's such a cool one. So again, Craftsman of Knowhere, link in the description. He is awesome. Give him time to work, and just know that you're going to get really, really high quality, really awesome stuff back to him. You know, and this will display great. This will also photograph great. I think that's a big thing. Like if you're doing supernatural photos or whatnot, that's what we want. We want things that are going to look really good in pictures. Now, the other thing that's really cool is this stuff like functional. Like these are solidly made. You know, if you got to go out and you got to hunt, you could use these. Last one is Ruby's knife, the Demon Blade here. And this one, couple things about it. One, sheath is my favorite. Like I love what they did. I love this like kind of faux gator skin inside there. It looks nice. I love the, you know, how it buttons here. Really cool. Again, didn't know what I was gonna get with a sheath. Wasn't even thinking about it. This knife has, it's one of those ones you have to have it because it's just iconic to the show here. Here it is. Looks really good. But it's one that when I saw this knife for the first time, I was like, you know, just because, you know, I grew up with like Rambo and Commando and Crocodile Dundee, and yeah, this is a knife, but you know, I've seen, you know, bigger Bowies and whatnot. So this was one that I have seen versions of it at auction before, and I've never really pulled the trigger on it. It's just, you know, if I could get one for a steal, I would, but it's not high on my want list from Supernatural. That said, this prop, this one again, looks really good. Photographs really good. I like how it catches the light. All the finishing work that he's done on this metal is just fantastic. You know, and you can see the lettering on the inside. Good looking piece. Crossguard looks good. Let's talk about this. Is that an antler or bone or whatever it's supposed to be? No, it's not. And he actually did call me on that, and he's like, hey, I'm having issues, you know, ethically sourcing the material for the handles. He's like, so I'm starting to offer this wood handle. How do you feel about that? And I was like, yeah, I don't care. Wood is great. I'm a big fan of wood. Now, Dean at various times has used a couple Muellas, and he does have an antler one. So this is from the production here. This one I only think was like in an episode. Of course, the bigger, fatter, I can't remember, starts with P. Anyway, his other Muella is in a case right now, and I didn't want to dig it out. But anyway, so they've used a lot of these ones that have, you know, the antlers, and I've gotten some, you know, replica demon blades. Here's one, and you can kind of see. So this has got, you know, the handle. Actually, I got a better looking one than that. Yeah, there we go. This one has got, you know, the handle and whatnot. But every time I've gotten one of these, I was like, yeah, it doesn't really read like I want it to, you know. So I picked his up, and then here it is. And I think that's all the other ones I've seen. It's like the blade is too thin. He's got a nice fat blade on there. I think his length is a little bit better than the other replicas out there that I have seen. Now, I do not have a blade from the show to compare it to, but I do have a handle from the show. So you can kind of see we're in the right wheelhouse in terms of the overall, you know, length there. This one, again, this is from the show. This was either part of a stab rig, probably, or chances are it broke, or maybe they had just made it for being in a holster with no blade. I have no idea. It came from one of the props people on the show, so it has good provenance there. But I do like this version better. When I saw this one, and that was what I was trying to say a minute ago, is when I originally saw the show and the first time, yeah, Ruby's knife, I was like, whatever. When I opened the package and I saw this one, I was like, ooh, I like this better. So I like this version a lot. Hand feel on this is great. This is a great, you know, I could even imagine doing FMA with it. This is a great one. Again, it's not sharp, displays well. I think this'll picture well with the car. Sheath on that one, again, just so cool. It's not screen accurate or anything. I think it's better. I think the show should have hired the Craftsman of Knowhere to make some of these things. So that again, that is the Ruby's knife, the Demon Blade there. Just a fantastic piece. I really was just kind of blown away with the qualities. I was really getting, you know, this. I wanted the Machete, you know, I wanted the Angel Blade. You know, he runs deals where you get like sets of things. He'll even put them in nice boxes and things like that. So he put one up a while back, had those 4 items, had Dean's Crambit from When He's Michael, and it had Death's original reaping blade. So I have those other ones coming. I also have a pair of Wolverine claws coming, so we'll check those out when we get them as well. Again, shout out Craftsman of Knowhere. Link in the description. Easy to work with. Very high quality stuff. He doesn't just make supernatural things, although he does, in addition to these, he makes the spear. He makes Dean's original, you know, coat, the one that was lost. But he does some cool stuff from like Marvels. He has the Moon Knight crescent blades. I think those are cool. He just put out some Naruto stuff, so he has like Asamas knives, and he has Kune, and then he has like Sting from Lord of the Rings, you know, a couple different things. I think he does some blades from Lucifer or Maze Runner or something like that. He's got a bunch of stuff based on these 4 items. His quality is off the charts. This is fantastic stuff as far as like you know, commissioned reproductions of anything. This is like far exceeds my expectations. Fantastic quality, fantastic guy to work with. Communication was wonderful. Again, link in that description. While you're checking that out, you know, give me a like and a subscribe. I'd appreciate that. And we'll be back in a couple weeks to check out those other supernatural props from him when I get them. So again, shout out Craftsman of Knowhere, and you guys have a good one.